But if they accuse me of being partisan, I'll go rip.
Okay, go rip. I'm accusing you of being partisan. I'm going to accuse you of being partisan, anti-Bush, anti-war, anti-neocon, anti-Republican, anti-GOP, pro-Democrat, pro-whoever will end the war as soon as possible. Let her rip.
And I'm so sick of Southern guys with ranches.
That's me. He also said, by the way, that nobody got it very far in this business attacking their competitors. Really? Have you met Dan Abrams, the recently demoted general manager of MSNBC, who now has his own show on MSNBC right after yours, Chris?
First up, the attack team over at Fox News is trying to get some traction out of comments Chris Matthews made at the Hardball 10th anniversary party last week. He made reference to this administration, quote, finally getting caught in their criminality.
Finally getting caught in their criminality.
Talking about Cheney aide Scooter Libby's conviction.
If you're talking about Scooter Libby, how can you be talking about the Bush administration finally getting caught in their criminality? That statement, and Abrams is quoting Matthews correctly. That's what he said. When he said finally getting caught in their criminality, the implication is it's a bunch of crooks who got caught once. That's why he should not have been in front of that Republican debate. He thinks they're all crooks. And he said so. By implication, it isn't just Scooter Libby. It's the whole bunch of them.
Now in a silly and obvious partisan attack, they're suggesting Matthews shouldn't host a Republican debate.
Now for the top story tonight, for the first time ever, a political party may have a network news organization in its pocket.
First time ever. The Republicans have had Fox News, and O'Reilly in particular, in their pocket on the Republican talking points since 1996.
Okay, Dan Abrams, welcome to the floor of the arena. You're out of the cheap seats. You're out of the expensive seats. You're now down here in the game. While you were running MSNBC, it became a liberal attack machine. Now you're going to go on the air and lead more attacks. And you're going to let Chris Matthews, the biggest baby Huey over there, hide behind your mother's skirts and pretend he's just an innocent little waif. He doesn't attack his competition. He expects Bathtub Boy to do it, and he expects his former boss to do it, the guy who's been demoted back to the air.
It seems Fox is very proud of their debate moderators.
When Fox News does debates, we don't have Sean Hannity. He'd be a great host, but typically we have our political team who are not biased do the debates. So it's interesting that MSNBC chooses Chris Matthews.
Right, interesting. In particular, they talk about their D.C. managing editor, Britt Hume, who I have enormous respect for.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's hear what comes next.
But let's not pretend that he's right down the middle either. Here's the lead member of their not-biased political team saying that Democrats just don't understand the threat of terrorism.
Make no mistake about it. This is what a lot of Democrats and those who support them think. They think the war on terror is some kind of a political scam.
They've said that. That is an actual fact. It's not an opinion.
In which the administration is using to try to undermine civil liberties and expand the power of the executive branch of the government.
They've said that. That's not an opinion.
They do not treat it particularly seriously.
They don't. They demonstrate that in a gazillion different ways. Didn't John Edwards just say it was a bumper sticker? He's right on all 3 points.
Fair and balanced. I say Chris Matthews expresses opinions on his show which are far less predictable than any host covering politics on Fox News.
Predictable. That's it. And then what did he do? Did Dan, the liberal warrior now,
the storefront lawyer,
is that what he was? Did we look it up? He had a brief legal career, but then he was immediately on Court TV. And he's like everybody on Court TV and NBC, they hold their cards to the vest a very long time. And they hide the way that they put their thumb on the scale beneath the desk. You can't see it. Now he's exposed his cards. He is a liberal infighter. Oh, by the way, since MSNBC went on the air over 10 years ago, it has been forever in 3rd place. Actually, you could say it's been in 5th place in a 3-network race. It has never won. It didn't win under Dan Abrams. And putting him back on the air opposite Hannity and Combs is not going to win either. We're talking about a collection of losers. Chris Matthews had his 10th anniversary party the other night, and he admitted to the crowd, there have been times I've really been depressed about the ratings. Well, you ought to be. You've been losing for 3 straight years.
Ha!
And guess who you've been losing to? Me. I'm not a famous pundit from Washington. I don't get all those people coming to a party to me to toast me, the loser. And by the way, I know Maria Bartiromo's name.
And good evening from me. I'm Chris Matthews of MSNBC, joining Marie.
Joining Maria. Then you kind of have to decide, was that her name after all?
Free trade has suffered for it as a consequence.
Kim.
Well, maybe her name is Kim. Maybe when I got Marie mixed up, I just pick a new name. Kim.
He's not a big D. He just lives near there.
Hey, check out my belt buckle. It says everything's bigger in Texas.
John Gibson on Fox News Talk.